Hi everyone, Tim here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through deploying one of our games to your own Discord server. So this is in the X-Gen Studios Chat Arcade. This is expecting you to have already set up your account with linking to the Patreon and pledging to the proper Patreon tier so you can deploy games. So if you haven't done that yet, go look at the other video. I'll leave the link in the description. But let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So this is the X-Gen Studios Discord, and what I'm going to do is go down to the link account channel, and the first thing we want to do is we want to get our account status. So /account, we'll do that for you. It's going to think about it for a second, and it should send us the details in a direct message. So with this account, it sent us a picture, yay! So it tells me when the account was created, and it tells us that it's supporting at the Pixel Pioneer level. That is I think it's the $5 a month account, and what it does allows you to deploy one game to one Discord server. So this is the package. The Pioneer_1 is the name of the package. We're going to want to remember that one later. And I've got nothing deployed to it, so I can do it to wherever I like. So wherever I like is this. I have this other Discord set up called the Mortal Engines Fans Discord, and I have moderator permissions here. So the first thing we want to do before we get started, this is kind of step 0, is add the bot to Discord. So to do that, let's go back to the X-Gen Discord, and we're going to go down here to the Chat Arcade Command Center. There's a little channel here called Chat Arcade Deployment. Now you won't see this if you don't have a tier that lets you install games, but if you do, then there it is. If not, hit us up in the support channel. Okay, so we want to /add bot, and then it says, okay, cool, which bot do you want to add? This is the one for Tribunal Tactics. It's the game we're going to do. More are coming, but this is what we got right now. And it's going to think about it, and it's like, okay, I'm going to send you linking details in a direct message. So go back up here, and it says add Tribunal Tactics to your Discord server. Has the link, and click on it. Then it brings up, if you should be familiar with adding bots, it says, okay, we're going to add Tribunal Tactics to your Discord. This will allow it to add a bot and create commands. Games are played with /command, so it has to. So I'm going to pick my Mortal Engine Fans Discord and continue. Every permission is required. Please don't uncheck any of these or the games won't work properly. The game should tell you, hey, you took away permissions and won't start, but just in case, leave all these permissions. And it's stuff to do management of messages and channels and roles. It creates roles. We're going to do a deeper dive on how this stuff works in another video. But for right now, leave all this where it is and authorize. It says, hey, are you a human? Yes. And it believed me. Okay. So that's step, now we've got the bot in Discord. This is kind of the step 0, step 1. Tried to automate a lot of this, but Discord is a little weird with permissions. So for now, there's 2 more steps you have to do, and then we're kind of done. All right, we need to create a category, and this category is going to be where all the Tribunal Tactics games get created. So let's go ahead and create the category, and we're going to call it Tribunal Tactics Games, not a private category. And then let's set some permissions on this category. So go to Edit Category, Permissions, and then we want to add the Tribunal Tactics role. Important safety tip, don't add the bot, add the role. That's what we're looking for. Every bot creates a role with its name, and that's what we want, or it may not. It could throw errors or things like that. All right, let's talk about what permissions this bot should have to this category. We want to be able to view channels, and manage permissions, manage webhooks. We don't need creating an invite. We do want it to be able to send messages in threads, in public threads, in private threads, embed links, attach files, add reactions. This is up to you if you use external emoji. I'm going to say yes. I don't have any, so it won't matter. But if we customize the game with external emoji, it can do that. It definitely needs @mention roles, manage messages, manage threads, and read message history. We do not need text-to-speech messages. We do need it to use application commands. And I think everything else is, no, or you didn't choose. So send voice, use activities. We don't want anything about speech. I think this is it. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to save our changes. Okay, one more step here, and then we'll be done. Under that category, and you need to name it that category, by the way. If you don't use that exact name, then could throw an error. Okay, we're gonna make a text channel, and you can call this whatever you want. This is gonna be the command channel, so I'm just gonna call this command channel. It doesn't really matter what the name is. Now I'm going to create it, and it's up to you on what permissions. You don't need to give the bot permissions to this channel outside of, well, you know what, leave the bot alone. But this is up to you. And the whole point of this channel is for you to choose who on your Discord server has the ability to create games and close games. It might be something you want to hide behind a Discord role. You may want to monetize it yourself and say like, hey, give me $3 and you can create games. That's up to you. It doesn't really care. Okay, we're going to go back. And this is all we have to do in your Discord for now. So I'm going to go back to XGen, and we're still in that chat arcade deployment channel. And now we're going to deploy the game. So this is a slash command called deploy. And then you say which game. At the moment, it's going to be Tribunal Tactics. And this is going to give us a modal, a nice pop-up. And it says, okay, cool. What package ID do you want? And if you remember from the account information I got, it's called mine is called Pioneer _1. Yours might be called something different. It could be Overlord, it could be whatever. Discord server name. This is a friendly name. This is just for you. No one else is going to see this. You can call it whatever you want. But so if you have got a bunch of stuff that you're managing, it's just a friendly name for you. So I'm just going to call this Mortal Engines Fans. Okay. Now we need the Discord server ID and the command channel ID. I'm going to go back and get those. Pro tip with these modals, if you just click the little X, it's going to remember what you did. So I'm just going to close that. To get the server ID, right click on your server in the little left hand side, copy server ID. Let's do this again. Deploy again, or not add player. That's not what I want. Deploy, there we go. Tribunal Tactics. Put the server ID there. Okay, and now we need that command channel ID. And what this really means is that those commands, so you right click, go to copy channel ID, copy it in. It's so that the game knows to not create games or close games from any other channel than that one. All right, so we'll do this one more time. This will be the final time. And we're going to say submit. So this is going to go through and do a bunch of stuff on the back end. And it says it's going to send us deployment details into a direct message. So here we go. And it says, hey, Tribunal Tactics has been entitled to run on Discord server. And that's my server ID and my channel ID. Use your own IDs. Don't add your games to mine. It won't matter, and you'll just be wasting packages. All right, let's go back here, and just for fun, let's go back to the link account channel, and let's do /account, just so you see how that looks. All right, so it's going to say, now it's a new one that says the package Pioneer 1 has been deployed onto the Mortal Engines fan server. Tells you what date, and then it's got the icon of the game. Okay, so now that we're there, it should be installing all of the things it needs to run in your Discord. And when we go back to your Discord, in the command channel, you will see this line, Tribunal Tactics has been deployed successfully. This went pretty quick. Sometimes this can take a minute or two. It kind of just depends on the speed of how Discord's working, because it needs to set up all the / commands and things like that. But let's just try it real quick. Do /create player. Now you notice, like with the /, now it's got the Tribunal Tactics. These are all the / commands that you have in that game. I'm just going to do create game real quick. And there we have it. You can put in all your options to create the game, but at this point you can be off to the races and running. Just real quick, I'm just going to say test. I'm just going to put in some values, 1, 1, 1, and let's say 1 bot. And It creates the channel. There we go. And the bot is started the game. Just start game. We'll go into that in another video of like how you actually play this game, but there we go. The game is off and running, and you can start playing games with people in Discord. So involved, 3 basic steps, but not too much to it. Hopefully it makes sense, and you can always hit us in the support channel or come in here and just talk to people. Last thing I'm going to say before we run, because I don't want to talk about you guys uninstalling our games, but if you need to for some reason, in the chat deployment you can say undeploy, and then Tribunal Tactics is your game, or whatever game it's going to be, and you put in the package ID of whatever you want to undeploy. And what that's going to do, so if I put in that Pioneer 1, what that would do is it would tell the back end that, okay, we're actually removing that package. It's going to be empty, so you could reuse it in another server. The Discord server, it would remove all of the entitlements. It would stop all the games that were in progress. It would remove all those channels. The bot would stay in the Discord because it can't remove itself. That's up to you. But it would, if you needed to, change from you deployed it into one and now you want to deploy it somewhere else. That's totally on you. And if you have any problems with that or questions or something goes wrong, once again, the support channel is the place to go. Okay, with that was a lot. So we've got the FAQ that I'm going to put up that you guys can do more step by step. And with that, happy gaming, and thanks.